Hello, viewer. Are you depressed? Are you sad? Are you a content creator and depressed and sad? And do you sometimes, in a moment of vulnerability, share that depression and sadness with your community? Well, we here at Twitch would like to tell you to get fucked. So I was doom scrolling over on my Twitter today. I refuse to call it X because if Elon can't even name his daughter properly, I'm sure as shit not gonna go with the dumbest fucking name for a website I've ever heard in my entire life. With that being said, I was doom scrolling over on my Twitter and I came across this tweet from user FallenShadow_YT. They described themselves as an English VTuber with a love of creepy, cute VR and SMR artists, and then they tag a whole bunch of people. They posted this email that they got from Twitch. Let's read it together, and I would like you all to prepare, loosen your necks up, because we're diving into the cringe. Hello, Fallen Shadow. We've received your content, video, and we're concerned about you. If you're currently struggling or feeling unsafe, please reach out for help. Talk to someone you trust, contact your doctor, or go to the hospital. In accordance with our community guidelines and to protect our community, we've removed this content. Suicidal or self-harm behavior, seriously threatening to harm yourself or endanger your life, is not allowed on Twitch. Please read our community guidelines to learn more. We have a page dedicated to mental health support and resources that can help you navigate this difficult time. Linked here. As this is a breach of our community guidelines, we've suspended your account temporarily. 30 days. Know that you are valued as part of the Twitch community. Please take care. Note, due to your suspension of 30 days or longer, any subscriptions you may have will not renew. To make changes to your subscriptions while suspended, please contact us. Learn more about account suspensions and the appeal process. If you reside in the European Union, the EU, please review our Digital Services Act, DSA, help page for additional information. Sincerely, Twitch. Now, sorry, this is just so stupid. Now, the user would go on to say that they actually did not do any suicidal, like, ideation or try to kill themselves or anything like that. They had 3 glasses of cream liqueur, and it's apparently they're like, I'm fine, I'm not even hungover. Some people are saying that like this person said, you did pretty bad last night. You had thousands of people trying to talk you down, doing something stupid. Said, I don't know why you interpreted that way, but I said the exact opposite of this. Streaming is the reason I'm alive today. My community's love. You know, there's a whole bunch of backstory. I don't really give a fuck, honestly, what happened with this person, and you know, if you want to go and check them out and see if you could, I don't even think you could check out the stream because they're suspended, so technically their account doesn't exist. Taken from someone who's been suspended from Twitch, your account vanishes into fucking thin air. Like you can't even log on to like watch people, right? Like when they suspend you, they act like your account doesn't even exist. You can't go in and change the settings. You can't go in and you can't do shit on that account. All right, it's gone. It's fucking gone. Okay, so no, what I want to talk about is the email, right? This email is just the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Let's talk a little bit about depression. Now, if you're curious about my history with depression and how depression affects me every day, I did an entire video dedicated to depression over on my Kaiser DeBard channel. That's where I put like all of my like serious video essays. This channel's for the social commentary and the, you know, the jokey jokes. That channel's for like the serious breakdowns and things like that, as well as like talks of like fantasy and storybooks and everything. But anyway, so if you want to know my history with depression, like my full history with depression, you can check that video out. But just to let you guys know, I do suffer from chronic depression. It is basically crippling. When the depression kicks in, like even getting out of my bed is like almost impossible for me, right? And I have been on the brink of, hanging from the ceiling, as the kids put it. You know what I mean? I've been there. I've been there a lot of times, right? I'm 31 years old. I've been at that moment for many times in my life. I've attempted it more times than I can count at this point. So I understand, right? But I don't think Twitch does. Most of the time, streamers are trying to get revenue from their streaming. Very rarely is streaming not an attempt to get some kind of revenue. And you know what really doesn't help depression? Bills. Going hungry. Needing to buy things. One of the biggest problems, one of the biggest causes of depression in this world is financial hardships. Because when you can't afford to live, you wonder what's the point of trying to live. I go through this probably about once every couple of months at this point. You know, the bills pack up. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to pull out of it. Somehow I always seem to, or, you know, I get a little bit lucky and I manage to stave them off for, you know, a couple weeks while I try to get the money together. So it's financial stability. Financial instability is one of the biggest causes of depression. But also, even if it wasn't about financial instability, even streaming wasn't a job for somebody, being able to just like talk to people, and streaming itself can be really, really fulfilling. You know, I've had days where I'm like really bad and really down in the dumps, and I don't quite know if I can make it. So I turn on stream thinking, you know, what's the worst that can happen? And it turns out to be some of the best times of my life. I have fun, I laugh, I hang out. You know, it's something to basically do in terms of feeling better, right? So when you're a streamer and you're vulnerable and you're open with your community about something, right? Like I don't know what happened on their stream, but let's just say they were like, you know, chat, I've been feeling really depressed and I feel like I'm not going to make it. And I feel like I just need to talk. I just need to open up. I just need to vent, you know, something like that. Probably the quickest way to push somebody to kill themselves is to then take away their outlet, right? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you take away someone's sources of income or their outlet, like that's the quick, like they're teetering on the fucking edge, and Twitch like walked up and was like, hey, we notice you're teetering on the edge. Sure be ashamed if someone, you know, pushed you off. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand the logic, right? The concept behind being like, oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take away like the only source of happiness most people have as punishment for wanting to kill yourself. Like I get maybe, you know, oh, they want to just make sure that you don't do it again or something like that. But like if that's the case, why is it 30 days? That's so fucking long. Like 1-2 days maybe, but 30? Fucking 30? Are you insane? Are you high? That's just ridiculous, man. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this down below. I personally think it's one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever read. You know, Twitch is just absolutely fucking wild. They are just the weirdest group of fucking people, just the weirdest business I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the fucking next one. Jesus Christ.